Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around it's for the 14.5 ounce 3-wick pumpkin cinnamon bun candle from Bath & Body Works, part of the upcoming fall collection. The notes on this read warm cinnamon roll, pumpkin spice, and vanilla frosting. So, oh my gosh, this one's totally underwhelming. I'm kind of disappointed to be honest. It just smells totally run of the mill and totally duplicate, and I'm just like not really too excited for it. So basically, it just smells kind of like some kind of like mashup of sugared snickerdoodle, which is very similar to pumpkin pecan waffles, but has a distinct difference to it, where it doesn't have so much of those nutty maple notes that pumpkin pecan waffles does, but it has a similar like bakery base that has spices in it, and it also kind of smells like that cinnamon caramel swirl thing, and then pumpkin caramel swirl that we get very frequently, and it's just another very super generic, super boring cinnamon bakery fragrance that's probably the closest to sugared snickerdoodle. I don't have a sugared snickerdoodle in my collection anymore, so I can't compare it directly, but it's like at least 90% the same. It's just that sweet cinnamon fragrance with a little bit of a bakery base to it, and it has the same bakery base that pumpkin pecan waffles has, and that's pretty much it. I would say maybe it's a little bit more bready in a way that a cinnamon bun is, rather than a crispy cookie, but I really can't even say that with confidence, to be honest. It just smells like another boring, basic cinnamon bakery fragrance from Bath and Body Works. That's once again similar to all those candles that I just mentioned. Totally one and done. Absolutely no pumpkin spice in this whatsoever. I don't get any like heavy, pumpkin patch, pumpkin carving vibes to it. I don't even really get like sweet cinnamon pumpkin from it. There's really no ounce of pumpkin in this candle to be had. It's just a total full-blown cinnamon bakery fragrance that I guess could be a cinnamon cookie, could be a cinnamon bun, a cinnamon bakery, whatever. And this is pretty much what it smells like. It's Despite that, it's not objectively bad fragrance. Like it's still like, let's say you've never had a Bath and Body Works candle in your life, and this one's the first one you picked up. It will still be like strong, delicious, and scrumptious, and it still evokes a nice bakery cinnamon bun, cinnamon bakery experience. But just as somebody who's had all the other variations before, it's just totally redundant and brings nothing new to the table, and it just seems like a very rehashed repackaged to me in the vein of sugared snickerdoodle, which I've had that one before. Pumpkin snickerdoodle, I believe, is also coming out this year, which is very similar to sugar snickerdoodle, but just weaker. So it just really makes no sense that there's both pumpkin snickerdoodle and then pumpkin cinnamon bun. And I'm sure sugar snickerdoodle will come out again during the, the, what is it, the holiday time. So I just really don't see the point of this. It is not the old pumpkin cinnamon bun, which had like a very fried, greasy, oily note to it that I didn't love, but I do have to say that one at least seemed a little bit more authentically cinnamon bun or distinctly cinnamon bun, despite it having that sort of greasy fragrance. But when you smell that on cold, it definitely did smell like a cinnamon bun. So at least there was that. And it's also not the glazed cinnamon bun that we got that spring in that spring bake shop collection. It's not that either. That one also had a very distinct, like you smelled that and you knew that was a cinnamon bun. It had that like orange zest that mixed in with the orange glaze that made it seem like the glaze or the frosting on top of the cinnamon bun. And that also seemed very much like distinctly cinnamon bun. And I really enjoyed that one too. It's not that either. It's just like some kind of rehash of a sugar snickerdoodle, and I'm just kind of like not here for it. And yeah, and the fact that it's called pumpkin and there's really no pumpkin in there is also kind of deceptive as well. So that's pretty much my thoughts on this candle. Once again, objectively not a bad fragrance, but just boring for somebody who's been burning Bath and Body Works candles and have had a massive collection before. So that's pretty much it. Let me go into the performance. This is a fourth burn, and it's doing great. It has the like flat curling wicks, very similar to the ones that my sugared snickerdoodle had, and it has very high flames. You just make sure to trim them so they don't soot too much, and it makes it deep, even waxable in no time. So really no issues on the performance. The throw has also been good as well. Definitely in the medium plus range, I would say in the 7 to 7.5. Stronger than my old-fashioned cider donut. I can smell it. It pretty much fills the like living room open concept area of my house. It's not as strong as some of the stronger candles, but it's definitely in the medium plus range where I can smell it more than like my old-fashioned cider donut. So really have no issues with the throw. It's a pretty scrumptious, delicious throw, and it does smell kind of like maybe you're baking something. It's not super realistic or authentic to actually baking. Like you can kind of tell it's a candle, but it's still pretty delicious and scrumptious. So I really have no qualms with the performance on this candle. Overall, this is a total one and done. Honestly, if I didn't even have a, quote unquote candle reviewing channel, I don't think I would even pick this one up, but it was kind of like, you know what, let me try it out since I sort of try everything that's like quote-unquote new from Bath & Body Works, but this is just totally deceptive and a total just a redundant repackage, just total basic, cinnamon bakery fragrance from BBW that doesn't really offer anything new. I know I've been really, going on about Homeworks lately, but there was a pumpkin gingerbread candle from Homeworks that was so realistic and authentic to a pumpkin loaf fragrance, where it really did smell like a pumpkin loaf that was actually actively baking out of the oven, or you smell a pumpkin loaf from like Starbucks, and that was so realistic and delicious. And I was really hoping for something in the route of that, where you got still enough of the pumpkin and the ginger and the nutmeg and the clove mixed with like a fresh something baking out of the oven experience in the way that pumpkin gingerbread from Homeworks was. And this is just not it. This is just another rehash of Sugar Snickerdoodle, so I'm not really here for it. So yeah, if you like Sugar Snickerdoodle and just like their basic cinnamon bakery fragrances that are still pleasant and delicious and still throw well, then I would recommend this. But for me, it's absolutely not a repurchase. If I had gone back in time, would I have bought it? Probably not, just because I have so many similar fragrances in my collection already. So that's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on this down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.